and Mistress Harley. Welcome back, Raggedy Bitches. It is the Awesome Podcast. We are not like other wrestling podcasts. I am Mistress Harley, professional bitch. And today, my co-hosts are with me. We have Darcy the Mail Girl from
What's
The Last
up?
Drive-In. Yes. And Johnny Taylor is with us today.
I'm here. Definitely here.
I've been told that Brendan will be leaving us some notes about his feelings, which I'm sure will be Beyonce related. Spoiler alert. But today we are talking about the December 16th Collision show. Winter is coming. We also have some Rampage notes to discuss. I heard Rampage was really good.
Yeah, I mean, okay, full disclosure, I've been on set like nonstop the last few days. So I watched Rampage on my lunch break, but I have not gotten to see Collision. So you guys are just going to have to like catch me up and let me know like if it's worth going back to watch and all that. But I will let you know that Rampage was especially good this week. Neither of you caught it, right?
No, I missed it.
All right. So I definitely recommend like literally start to finish going back and watch it. Like the Von Erichs, the fucking main event match, Chris Jericho's horror references. Like it's action packed. So if anybody like skipped over Rampage this week, go back and check it out. 2000% 5-star Rampage.
Excellent. Okay, well, you just sold me on it. I will go back. Sometimes there's not enough wrestling hours in the week, but
no,
you gotta make time.
That's why we kind of don't cover Rampage always, but this week definitely worth it.
Ooh, definitely worth it. That's exciting.
I'm gonna go back.
But Darcy, we will fill you in on Collision because Collision was definitely worth watching.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, I have like so much to say, but spoiler alert, like the women got a lot of time and it was great time.
Wow.
But the episode started with like some video packages. Eddie Kingston doesn't want to fight, but he's gonna. Daniel Garcia doesn't respect Eddie Kingston. Claudio wants revenge on Andrade. It's a lot of people's specific complaints. Andrade respects Claudio, but he's next. Ew. God damn it. Brody King and Daniel Bryan Danielson, whatever. They had some words. But our first match, like real match, was, well, okay. And also Orange Cassidy didn't know why he was there. He was like, what am I doing here? What is this?
I thought that was funny.
That sounds right.
It was funny. It was funny. But our first match was Claudio versus Andrade.
I am not sad I missed this one.
No, another Continental Classic match. CJ Perry has like some kind of terrible sepsis, so she was not with Andrade. Have you guys seen this?
That looked gnarly. Yeah, it looked really gross.
It's all over her social media, but she got like some kind of cut, some kind of skin infection that's now like creeping up her elbow. You guys, she might be patient zero.
Yeah, it looks like staph. It looks like she has like a bad staph infection.
We should probably talk about Kenny Omega too.
Oh, that's right. Kenny Omega has diverticulitis.
Yeah, like I knew he was sick, but like, dang.
Yeah, and diverticulitis is no joke. They have to like cut out bits of your intestines, right?
Dude.
I have 8 feet cut out of my intestines because I had perforated diverticuliticus. So.
Oh shit! And did you wrestle with your diverticulitis? What did it feel like?
Yeah. How long before you were back in the ring?
Yeah, I mean, I was in the hospital for 10 days and I did stand-up comedy like 2 weeks later, but I definitely wasn't taking bumps. So it's going to take a minute. He's going to be out a couple months, I'm guessing. At least.
We wish you, Kenny Omega and CJ Perry, we hope you recover quickly for our own entertainment and pleasure.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I mean, that was going to be my favorite match on the pay-per-view on the 30th. So did you even think about that, Kenny?
I know, for real, Kenny. You know, I gotta apologize. I gave Kenny shit for his him looking so out of it and low energy last week.
So you all feel bad now.
No,
how are we to know?
sepsis is also kind of like space drugs. So I stand behind my statement. Like, he looked fucked up, but okay, it wasn't him. It was like illness.
Yeah. I'm like, why does he look a different color?
Right. Why is Kenny purple? Omega.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even though CJ Perry wasn't there, Claudio won that match against Andrade. And Claudio is strong. Andrade is an acrobat. And I don't know, it seemed like there was too much cardio and not enough like feats of strength. More feats of strength, god damn it. Like, it was just a lot of like wind sprints and could have been more suplexes.
It kind of shows you the impact CJ Perry has, where she wasn't there one night. Claudio gets that win over Andrade. So
Oh, that's true.
Definitely what happened.
Super
Definitely the
magic.
case.
Yeah. Golden she would have been there.
I liked, there was also great sign. Shout out to sign guy. I just want both wrestlers to have fun. Like,
Aw.
it was
I like that
sweet.
too.
Also, Samosa Joe.
I love a good samosa, Joe.
Everyone loves a good samosa, right?
Wait, is that
Samosas
a
are
joke?
delicious.
Did he say Samosa Joe or something?
That was
No.
one of the signs.
Yeah, it was just a sign. And for those of you that don't know, a samosa is a delightful little pastry that usually has potatoes or curry or some kind of delicious inside.
Delish.
Yeah.
I
So
like mimosa, Joe.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, no, isn't it orange juice and vodka or something?
if Orange Cassidy upgraded to Mimosa Cassidy, I might like him better.
Well, they had that mimosa match during the pandemic. That was cool.
I think it was dope.
That's true. But in this Claudio Andrade match, I have to shout out, like, Andrade fell off the top rope. He fell off the top rope and then he hurt himself on the turnbuckle that he had exposed for nefarious purposes. So comeuppance came.
Yeah. If you're gonna old wrestling adage, if you bring the thing out to hurt the person, you're gonna get with it. This is
Absolutely.
Kind of what happened in this match.
Always.
Once again, when will they learn?
No, they never learn. That would take all the fun out of it. But the next match was, in my opinion, a burn the house down women's match. Abaddon versus Jobber Jasmine Allure.
Oh, I missed Abaddon. Dang, I'm so glad she's back.
Oh, it was good too, Diana.
She looked incredible, like full face paint, crazy hair outfit. It was a squash match. It couldn't have lasted more than 5 minutes, but it was good. Abaddon looked great. And then at the end of the match, Julia Hart shows up. She broke her nails attacking Abaddon. And Abaddon kind of held Julia's belt for a minute. And then Sky Blue showed up and turned on Abaddon. But then Thunder Rosa came to the rescue.
What? It's been a minute since she's been there too.
Yeah, she was doing the Spanish language commentary, and then she went from just hablas to fighting.
Yeah, this is we've been talking about this for months, but Sky Blue and Julia Hart finally got together.
Yes, they had.
Oh, really? Is it official now?
They were beating the shit out of Abaddon, and then they like shook hands and stuff, and walked down the ramp with each other.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend situation, a classic.
All right, I am here for that. Okay.
And they were dressed similar too. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even really think about that because Abaddon steals like the style show, but you're right. They were wearing matchy kind of outfits.
Yeah, Sky Blue was all in like black leather. Looked dope.
Interesting. Okay, I will check that out for sure.
I don't know if this is still true, but at one point Thunder Rosa and I had the same talent agent. Nice. And the audience did a great welcome back chant for Thunder Rosa. Like, the audience was into it. I heard a couple of really good chants. Like, dude, but welcome back.
Thunder Rosa got a big pop. I was like, damn, all right.
Yeah, well, she's a great wrestler. She was great in Lucha Underground. She's skilled, and it never hurts to have more skilled ladies on the card. Yeah, but speaking of welcome back, I've been complaining about the Acclaimed having gone missing for weeks. And so they finally showed back up backstage with Renee. Renee, who like stole Missy Elliott's pants from the year 2000. The Acclaimed is coming for the devil. They're mad at MJF because he didn't help them when they got jumped by all the masked assassins. But then Top Flight showed up and was like, we want the trios title. Ultimately, I don't care who the Acclaimed fight as long as they're on TV.
Okay.
Yeah, they were back. When they came back, I was like, I bet Mr. Charlie's happy right now.
They got my letters.
Yeah. I was correct.
Yeah. Dear Tony, thanks for listening to the podcast and bringing back the Acclaimed just for Mr. Charlie. Yes.
In my fantasies, he just listens to the podcast and books from there.
Well, it's the easiest writing. We did it all for you. But our next match, Diana, Darcy, Orange Cassidy, your personal favorite, one of your favorites.
One of my favorites.
Versus Brian Keith, the Bounty
Hell yeah.
Hunter.
I fucking love Brian Keith. I was so stoked to see him.
I love, Black cowboys are historically left out of the Old West narrative, but they were there. They were prolific. And it's cool to see someone doing like kind of an Undertaker gimmick. He does the sit up in the ring. Wrestling fans are never more impressed by a man doing a sit up in the ring. But he's got the hat. He's got the horses. Like, I like him, but he did
Brian
not
Keith,
win.
Brian Keith's so dope. I just got to put him over. He's the shit.
Agreed. I love him, but I love Orange Cassidy more. So,
well, Orange Cassidy had to put him over. It's Brian Keith's AEW debut. Again, too many Keiths, so I'm just going to call him the Bounty Hunter. It was his AEW debut, and Orange Cassidy won the match, but they both looked good. And at the end of the match, Cassidy went for the handshake, and Keith like slapped his hand away, like you are
no.
and but then he did it at a hat tip. An old-fashioned tip of the hat. Yes.
Still some respect, so I like that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yes. I really liked that match. Darcy, that one is worth going back for. The Orange Cassidy really Bounty Hunter match. Yeah.
I will definitely be going back to check it out.
Yeah. After that, we get a Miro promo where he accuses wrestling of poisoning his wife, CJ Perry. So is CJ Perry in the hospital because of wrestling, the spirit of wrestling? But he's going to fight Andrade. Yeah, he's going to fight Andrade, not because he's the client of CJ Perry, but, for work reasons. He works here and he's going to kill everyone. And now he's the redeemer. It was a really fast decline from I'm just here at work to fight Andrade to I'm going to kill everybody.
Miro's a little nuts.
I know. Yeah. I love it. I wish he was on more.
I love him. If you know any Eastern European people, I'm from Eastern European people. They are all completely fucking insane. And I need more of that. Yeah, there they are. We all have like weird ideas about respect and violence and blood rights and blood sacrifice. So more Miro. Yes, please.
Joe Bob really loves Miro.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Yes,
he's a big old Miro guy.
You know, I speak Hungarian, and not many words in Hungarian cross over to other languages. Hungarian's very unique. But I accidentally learned that the words Budish kurva are the same in the entire Baltic region, including Bulgaria. Budish kurva means dirty whore. So that's the only crossover of all the Baltic languages. Isn't that an interesting factoid? Speaking of Joe Bob.
That is an interesting fact. Joe Bob would be proud. I would let him know.
Yeah. Let him know. Budish kurva. Say that anywhere and see who looks at you.
I'm gonna work that into my pillow talk.
Yeah. But then we get some more backstage action. First, we think we're gonna get an interview with Commander, but then Roderick Strong shows up and he is totally a dick. He mocks Commander for not winning the ROH championship, and Strong is like, I've found my next victim, Commander. But I don't feel like Commander did anything.
I know, Roderick.
He didn't do anything. No. I thought that segment was hilarious.
Did he come out yelling, Commander?
Yes.
Yeah. As long as he did that, I'm happy.
Yeah. But then we get an in-ring segment where the FTR calls out House of Black. Dax Hardwood looks like he is a serial killer and the girl got away. Like he's got bandages and scratches. So Cash just says that like House of Black is jealous and they want to challenge him. Dax admits that his body is not great.
He did that.
He literally said that. He's like, look, we don't look that great. And then Malachi Black shows up and like he printed out a picture of Dax's family from like social media. Like I bet he used the printer at work. And
it was so dumb.
it was the dumbest promo. He's like, your wife won't save you. Your kid won't save you. Like, whose kid runs to the rescue and saves a grown-ass man? And so then they burn this picture that they printed on
Oh my God.
from social media. And they're like, we're your family now.
What? Oh my God. I'm going to go check this out for sure.
Reaction.
The best part is as they're like lighting the flame to the picture, the fucking straight up fucking printed out on a Canon printer from the fucking office.
Yes.
Yeah. They're burning it, and FTR like jumps out of the ring. I'm like, where are they running to? where the fuck are these guys?
Yeah. It's not even clear where they are. But if you're
like
a
in an
grown man,
overpass.
if you're a grown man mad about another man destroying a piece of paper, like I have some recommendations for you: therapy, drugs.
I mean, it's symbolic. He's protecting his symbolic family.
Yeah.
Diana,
We should all print out pictures of his family and burn them and see what happens.
Ooh.
Diana, that's so funny. So the best part was that when so Malachi Black burns the picture, and then he goes symbolic.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I'm
Holy
like,
shit.
dude, what are you doing?
I told you it was symbolic.
It was so cringe.
It's really important that they tell you exactly the purpose of what they're doing.
Dude,
Maybe
I was like,
they're afraid you won't get it.
dude, I was weak. I was laughing.
Oh my
so
God.
hard.
I want to watch this now. Like, I'm ready to watch.
So
You guys
funny.
have sold me so hard.
Was it supposed to be funny? It doesn't matter. In the words of Gorilla Monsoon, it doesn't matter.
It's
I
so
feel like
true.
Malachi Black is never trying to be funny unless he
Oh.
suddenly turned over a new leaf. I don't think it was supposed to be funny.
Totally, dude. That
That's
dude's
my favorite
unintentionally
person at the
hilarious.
Christmas party.
Oh, dude.
So after that, we get what? We get a Honey Bear Keith Lee package where he won't tell us who him is, but it's not Shane Taylor. I swear to God, he started to talk about him the way like old ladies talk about God, you know, like it's in him, his arms, his hands, him, but it's not Shane. I guess it's not Shane Taylor.
No, he was mad at who did he get mad at this week? He talked. Who was it? That's
Shane
gonna piss me
Taylor.
off.
He was like, I am mad at Shane, but Shane is not him.
He told somebody he was like, your time's up. I'm like, it was like towards the end of the show. God damn.
Yeah. He got another promo later. So,
Yeah, so weird.
I guess we'll skip ahead to Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander together versus Mercedes Martinez and Diamante in a Texas street fight. I loved the Texas street fight.
I always love a Texas street fight, man.
Hell yeah, there were
It was
thumbtacks,
good.
there were tables, there was chairs, there was blood. Chris Statlander got the pin for the win, but like it was a delight.
Oh my God, it sounds amazing.
Dude, I thought Willow. First off, Willow was bleeding a minute into the match. She got color like immediately.
Oh, she's
Willow's
a delicate
hair?
flower.
Her hair was also on point. She looked incredible.
Dude, Chris and Willow both looked great. They were like dressed up matching. It was cool.
So good.
And Willow sold her ass off the whole match. Like that's one thing that she does really good. She makes it look really believable.
Absolutely. No, all those women were working really fucking hard.
Yeah, it was fun. This was a really good episode of Collision, actually.
Yeah, now that
all right.
now that we're recapping it, it's like, yeah, it was actually really good. We're going to have to figure out what our score is going to be. But then, speaking of really good, we get a backstage with Timeless Tony Storm and Mariah.
Yay.
And Tony is told that, like, between Soraya and Riho on Dynamite, one of them will face her for the title at World's End. And Storm is like, I don't care. I don't care who it
Yeah.
is. And
she was so great.
then Mariah May is asked about when she's going to be doing her in-ring debut, and she's like, Tony Khan has helped me apply for my American wrestling license. Like, yeah,
So funny.
old school. Like, and then May asks Storm to do commentary, and Storm is like, I'm too busy. But again, Storm does not know how to use a simp. Tony Storm, please listen to me. Make these simps do stuff for you and then be like, maybe I will commentate on your match if you clean my entire dressing room and pick up my dry cleaning. That's how you do.
That's good advice, actually.
That is good. That
Send this to the writers. RJ can pencil it in.
Yes. Tony,
RJ.
call me. Like, we can talk. But yeah, she just doesn't know how to use a simp, which is a shame. So let's see what else. We get a video package, like recapping, like in case you didn't watch the Adam Copeland Christian Cage stuff, there's like a whole recap of that. I'm not going to recap it. You guys should be watching. But then we get another Honey Bear Keith Lee promo. And I think this is what you're referring to, Johnny.
Yes.
Do you want to tell me how you felt about the Gates of Agony and Keith Lee?
That's who it was. He was all pissed off at Brian Cage.
Yes.
So did Brian Cage, he fought somebody too. Brian Cage did, right? Somebody that
on this episode of Collision.
Yes, he did.
He beat the living shit out of this kid. I don't even know who this kid was. Like,
just like random jobber dude.
Yeah,
dude. Okay. He stomped a fucking knot in this dude. His finisher, I thought he killed the dude. But
I love when Brian Cage goes full force, man. It's amazing.
So they're backstage though, and Nana is on the mic, and he's doing a real good job, you know. And he's talking about how Swerve's going to win the Continental Classic, and Brian Cage beating everybody up, and Gates of Agony are tight too. And then Honey Bear rolls up, and he's like, he speaks real eloquently. And then he's like mad at Brian Cage. He's like, my patience is running thin. I was like, I didn't even know these guys were that mad at each other. But, you know what I mean? I was like, it kind of came out of left field, but Keith Lee's definitely mad at Brian Cage. And so they're going to fight at some point.
Yeah, it's implied that maybe Brian Cage is the him, but I don't understand, like, why are we beating around the bush? Like, is Honey Bear Keith Lee afraid to name his enemies? Why? Why the secrecy?
It gives him too much power, you know? If you say his name out loud, it's like,
That's true.
It's a Voldemort situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Although it seems...
Voldemort, you're more afraid of. I don't know that he's necessarily afraid of him.
Right.
He's just like, I ain't mentioning his name. He ain't worth it.
But people on the internet still think that the him is Swerve Strickland because he's like, he tells Cage, go tell him,
Oh, interesting.
So it's and the jobber that Brian Cage defeated, Kari Wright. It was like a real, just like all these big guy matches, they're all squash matches, like Wardlow, Brian Cage. It's always like a giant dude pins another dude in 3 minutes.
I don't mind
Mrs. Harley, you're right, because Brian Cage and Wardlow, they're almost interchangeable. Their matches are like the same match.
Well, because big dudes only have a certain moveset. Like, don't you guys play Tekken? All the guys that are big dudes only have the same 6 moves, and then they get tired too fast. They blow up too fast. It's like your skinny little luchador guys that can just do cardio. But, like, Wardlow's got to move around, like, however many pounds that is. And so does Brian Cage. So, it's like a lot of men, it's just a real quick finish when you would prefer a little more time and attention.
Also, that is true. Also, you can see how big Keith Lee is because Brian Cage is huge, and Honey Bear rolled in there, and he made him look hella small. I was like,
wow,
whoa.
Yeah. So after that kind of little soapiness, we get Eddie Kingston and Daniel Garcia in another Continental Classic match. I know we're not really like paying attention to the points, but eventually the points will matter at some point, I imagine.
We're getting to it.
Yeah, Eddie
sure.
Kingston defeated Daniel Garcia because
Damn it.
well, Eddie Kingston is like twice his size.
But they're just doing Daniel Garcia so wrong in this, man. I know they're trying to build up to the story for him, but damn, he's got
dirty.
0 so far, right? Like
I need him to fight. I need him to fight Daddy Magic and dance over Daddy Magic's unconscious body. That's where I need this to go.
I feel like that's gonna happen.
Writers. Yes.
Dude, this match was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Really, really fun. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me happy then.
It was good. Yeah, these guys had really good chemistry.
It's true. Daniel Garcia has like great acrobatics. He can spin, he can flip, he can get tossed around like a rag doll. And Eddie Kingston has the strength to do it. Has like, I will just like Incredible Hulk you know?
Really good physicality.
So good.
Well, that's good then. But still, Danny should have won.
Okay, so the next match was... I gotta ask, do you guys listen to the commentators call Bryan Danielson, instead of the American Dragon, the American Clam Digger? Do you guys know where that came from and why?
I bet you're gonna tell us.
No, I don't know. I'm actually asking you.
I don't know.
No idea.
Clam Digger. No.
Johnny, that one was not rhetorical. Audience, why does the commentary team sometimes call Bryan Danielson the American Clam Digger? I don't know. But American Dragon, Bryan Danielson defeated Brody King in another Continental Classic match. So it seems, all the usual suspects are racking up the points, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, not any big surprises, really.
No.
Kind of know.
And Danielson is like, he's still recovering from surgery. I think he keeps coming back to the ring a little too early, and then they bust his face open. And so even at the end of this match, he won, but was kind of like not getting up to his feet. He was like, I am now resting now that I've defeated fucking giant tattooed asshole Brody King. I don't know if he's an asshole. It was just, the optics of the match.
I've heard rumors.
Oh, have you? Tell us the tea. Tell us the tea.
I can't, but I've heard rumors. Anyway, carry on.
On the internet from strangers.
So vague.
Remember, you can always just blame the internet. Some people on the internet
might say he's a bit of a dick. Who knows?
Okay, say he's a bit of a dick.
He could be.
All right.
It's all just rumors, just hearsay.
It could be. We don't know.
So what every episode we pick an out of 5 rating system, bent chairs, dead bodies. What should be our rating system for this episode?
I have no say on this one, so.
Oh yeah, you weren't there.
Okay, how about screaming Abaddons?
I'm into it.
I'm always here for a screaming Abaddon.
Yeah.
Screaming Abaddon.
So out of 5, Darcy, I know you haven't seen the episode, so you're going to have to rate based on our lurid descriptions.
Well, based on your description, it sounds like 5-star or 5 screaming Abaddons. And I will absolutely be watching it tomorrow.
Fuck yeah. I actually give it 5 screaming Abaddons. I really enjoyed the whole show. Like, even the matches that I was like, this is a bit slow, we're still good. We're still quality.
Yeah. I'm gonna rank it at 4.5, and here's why. I thought the matches were great. I love seeing the Acclaimed back. I like seeing the Sky Blue and not Tony Storm, but Julia Hart finally teaming up, and they're gonna go against Abaddon and Thunder Rosa next week.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be sick. But the FTR House of Black stuff I thought was hilariously cringy.
I'm stoked to see that.
Like, I liked it from like I was high and it made me laugh really hard, but from like from like a wrestling fan standpoint, I was like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
Absolutely. It was
Whatever. I'm
hilarious.
here for the cringe, man. Bring out the printed fucking pictures anytime you want.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Symbolism.
He's all symbolic.
There you
I'm
go.
like, oh, bro, come on, dude.
A little self-awareness and a little fun go a long way.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'll be stoked when this Continental Classic's done.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so over it. I think it's not fun.
It's a lot of math. It's just
a lot of math, no surprises. It's kind of just whatever.
It just does nothing for storyline.
Yeah.
Top guys are still top guys. Everybody's fighting each other. Even the people that are fighting each other with supposed beefs, you know that they are assigned these matches because of the card. It's like there's not a lot to write around. Maybe this will lead to beefs later, but I'm kind of waiting.
Well, one to watch is Claudio's taking on Moxley in the next week.
That is exciting.
So that could be like a Blackpool Combat Club strife. So I'm interested to see what happens there. Maybe they'll work in a storyline there.
Yeah, right. Claudio did say he wanted revenge for the disrespect of the Blackpool Combat Club. So, okay, anything. Make it personal. Like, give me a reason to go to work,
Yeah. So I'm interested in seeing that. And I'm sure by the time the finals come around, there'll be some heat built up to it.
Agreed. It's like the NBA. Like, no one pays attention until the finals, really,
Maybe that's even part of the problem with the Continental Classic is it doesn't matter until the end. So
exactly.
And yeah, it's all the usual suspects. It's going to be Mox. It's going to be Swerve. It's going to, it's going to be the guys you always think it's going to be. But
also, Jay Lethal and Mark Briscoe are fighting, and neither one of them have scored any points.
They're not on the board at all.
The most irrelevant match, but they also are friends. So, I mean, there might be something to that. But, yeah, it's like, who the fuck? They both have zeros.
I know. So what does it matter?
It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, you got to.
It'll be a fun match, but like with nothing. Just no consequences. Yeah, no stakes. It's just kind of like, okay, bathroom break time, I guess.
Yeah, it takes the tension out of it. And
exactly.
So,
it's like whoever wins. Cool. Good for you.
Give me a kid on a pole. Give me a mom on a pole. Like, give me some more. I am stoked the Acclaimed is back, though. So they always heat stuff up. There's going to be some scissoring, you guys.
Yay.
I was at a Christmas party with children explaining about the Acclaimed and Scissor Me Daddy Ass. And the hosts of the party were like, there are kids here. And I was like, this is a wrestling show. It's all ages. I'm just explaining the show.
Oh, my God. I had that same reaction because the pay-per-view in Vegas, I wrote Scissor Me on my chest. And I went through hotels that were unrelated to wrestling, and nobody had any idea. Like, they were just horrified and like hiding their children. Like, how could you walk around like that? And I'm like,
yeah, I want to point out,
not watch wrestling.
That 30 minutes earlier at the same Christmas party, people were chanting cunt, cunt, cunt.
What?
So yeah, it was not wrestling related. It was a white elephant Christmas party thing. But anyway, my point being is that Scissor Me Daddy Ass.
Like a wild ass Christmas party.
It was. But Scissor Me Daddy Ass, AEW, wrestling, it's all ages appropriate. Take your goddamn kids. It's not Hood Slam.
Take your goddamn kids.
Yeah.
Take your goddamn kids.
So, shall we do awards?
Well, what did the Ghost think?
The Ghost gave it 4. And, the barbecue from the last Texas stop upset the Ghost's stomach. So he actually spent half the time on the shitter.
Wow. Sorry, Ghost. I hope you feel better.
Dude, I thought the whole upside of being a ghost was that you didn't have to do any of that anymore. Like vampires.
That's a misconception.
Our ghost shits, yeah.
Whoa.
Our ghost hella shits.
Wow. This is content you will not get on other wrestling podcasts. So I guess we start with the Dewey Riley Hero of the Week.
All right. I have to be out on this, I guess. But you guys tell me who to look for.
I'm gonna, you know what? Jasmine Allure, jobber extraordinaire, got her ass kicked so hard by Abaddon, and she looked good doing it. So I nominate Jasmine Allure.
Well, all right.
I'm gonna give it to Sky Blue for finally just turning to the dark side.
Yay.
Ooh, she killed all those little Jedi babies.
I've been waiting. She really did. I've been waiting for that, so I was stoked about it.
All right. Good choices. Who you have for the John Holmes Dick of the Week award? Sounds like it's Malachi Black to me, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Malachi.
Yeah, I mean, there's no argument Malachi Black. Like, he took the time to surf another man's
Exactly.
media to find a picture of his whole family. How long did it take to print out on that old Canon at the office?
Or does that actually make him the hero of the week? Depends how you look at it.
Yeah, he put effort in.
It was like too dumb to be evil. You know, it was like one of those things where it's like trying to be so sinister. The whole time I'm just like, bro, this is, first off, you guys are supposed to be like these dark fucking angels, you know? And I'm like, dude, you had to press the print button and shit. Like, you had to go walk over to the printer.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
get
you know
the printer. Like,
yeah, now that we've talked about the effort that Malachi Black in, I revise my Dick of the Week to Dax Hardwood, who forgot to stay in gimmick and tell people that you're the best. And instead, he told people he was not a very good wrestler and he didn't have a very good body.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah.
You're supposed to tell people you're good.
Yeah. Also, I like that Buddy during this segment will stay with me. Buddy goes out there and he's like, they all love Dax, but they don't love you.
Yeah.
They don't love you, Cash. Nobody loves you.
Oh my god.
Then he's all, but we love you. We love both of you. We want to welcome you in.
Yeah, we're like, your family now.
I'm like, should I have my dick out right now? Like, what's happening? Like, this is.
Wait, why would you have your dick out?
It was such an aggressive come on.
I'm pretty sure
Buddy.
Johnny always has his dick out, Darcy. Now
that is not true.
Just like 99% of men, it's just sitting there all flaccid and limp like Kenny Omega. Wow. No, I'm just using his insult. Remember last week?
Yeah, so it'd be more like Ricky Starks then, right?
Yeah, no, like Ricky Starks. Oh my God. But Johnny is right that this week, no one was really evil. Everybody was too ridiculous to be sinister. And I approve of that. I laughed. I liked it.
I'm sad Brenda's not here because this episode would have been right up his alley.
Like, well, I look forward to his Beyonce related notes about it.
It was
Brendan's
so campy.
A withholding little bitch. I mean, really, you guys. We need to trap him and make him watch wrestling.
This motherfucker had all day to figure out.
Would trap him like a feral raccoon, and we put him in a little box, and then we face the box toward the wrestling, and then we don't let him out of the box until he's watched it all.
I don't even.
Yeah, no, that's too much effort. If he wants to watch it.
Okay. Freddie versus Jason, best match of the week. I mean, Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a banger.
Tables, chairs, blood. The only thing that was missing, you guys, was a ladder, and then it would have been perfect.
Yeah, that one was the funnest, and it also had some wicked-looking spots in it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that based on fun, although I loved Daniel Garcia and Eddie Kingston. I thought it was really fun. But, yeah, I think the street fight, probably for sheer, like, oh, right, this fucking, they're gone, was probably...
I love a gimmick match. Any gimmick match. Lumberjack match. Texas street fight. Fucking tuxedo street fight. Any gimmick match, I'm here for it.
Yeah, it was good. I want to go with that too.
Well, then we have consensus because Darcy, you're abstaining, right?
Well, I'm abstaining from Collision. I will definitely go back and watch all of this, though. You guys have me fucking convinced and a half. But if we're talking the whole week, I want to reiterate that the main event of Rampage probably takes it literally for the whole week. Like I said,
I'm gonna watch it.
The commentators were like literally one of the best matches they've seen anywhere ever. So that's saying a lot
Worth going back for. All right.
Definitely worth going back for.
It's a good thing we can watch these on demand on the
I
app.
know, right? Technology.
Okay, what about the Ric Flair Best Dressed Award? There were so many hot women on this episode, but I'm giving it to Willow Nightingale. Like outfit, hair, blood. She fucking went for it and she looked incredible.
Yeah, she was fitted up for sure.
Hot women covered in blood. Yes.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked hers, and I thought Sky Blue looked cool. And I also thought Brian Keith with the cowboy hat and his cowboy gimmick.
Nice.
He did look hella fine. It's true.
Well, all right. I do have to abstain from this one, but cool.
I'm gonna go with Dax Harwood's family.
Oh.
I thought they looked good in their Sunday best.
Might spiffy in there.
Wait, are you going to be wrestling to be their daddy, to be their new Samoa Joe daddy? Is that what's going on,
God.
Johnny?
Oh no, I'll pass. But
no.
I'll pass on that. But I just can't stop thinking about that segment.
Oh, you're going to think about it all night.
I'm literally, okay, it's like 3 a.m. here and I've been on set all day and I'm literally going to go watch it before I even think about going to bed because I'm very
Yes. Watch it on your phone. Watch it instead. Yeah. What are we promoting this week? It is time for Cut a Promo. Pick any wrestler, the style of any wrestler.
Oh, yeah. Who talks the most like me?
I'm trying to think of who doesn't talk at all. I'll just be Abaddon.
Just screaming.
I'm just gonna, scream and stare.
Yeah, what am I promoting right now?
I will say our Christmas special aired on Friday night, and we're still raising money for charity, and it's on demand now. So Last Drive-In, Ginger Dead Man, and The Brain, Merry Christmas. Watch it on Shudder and AMC Plus now. Yay!
And there are a lot of incredible items going in that auction.
Including, you get to go to AEW with me and get cursed by Danhausen.
That's hot.
Sick.
I saw that you could go see a movie with Joe Bob and Darcy.
Yep. Lots of cool, what are we calling them? Event or something? Experiences. Yes. Experiences you can bid on.
I had never seen The Brain. And wow.
I have seen The Brain about 1,000 times because we toured with it live for a little bit. And we were trying to pick Christmas. I was like, you know what? How about we show on the Christmas special and then retire?
I don't think I ever caught on to what was happening.
I mean, a brain is chasing people around. That's all you need to know. And there's Christmas trees in the background. So Merry Christmas.
Yay.
I watched it. I thought it was awesome. And so Joe Bob gets all emotional up front, I'm crying. Why is
Joe Bob tries to be like a tough dude, but he is such a little softy.
Made me soft too. I was like, Jesus Christ! I'm here fucking crying and it was like 5 minutes in.
I know.
Really? Is this what's happening right now? I'm fucking weeping in my pillow.
Johnny, have you never watched the Christmas episode before? It is always like a cry silently. Don't let your friends know kind of time.
You got me.
But mixed with Ginger Dead Man, so it's all good.
Yeah, and Robin Sidney, friend of the podcast.
Yes. I hadn't thought about it, but if you watch Ginger Dead Man, which is her debut movie, there's a big wrestling subplot in that. Now the irony that we've introduced her to her actual first wrestling match is aw.
Fun fact, Robin Sidney rode in my lap the whole way home. That's right.
Yay.
We got awesome pod inside feedback.
That's right. Johnny, what are you promoting?
So I have I'm going to be on Doug Loves Movies on December 30th, and then I'm going to be performing with Doug Benson 2 shows New Year's Eve at the Sacramento Punchline, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Come to those. January 12th and 13th, I'll be in Salt Lake City at Wise Guys, and big theater show at the Neptune Theater in Seattle, March 16th. So come out.
Yay.
Come on out.
Oh, and I will be at the Oklahoma City AEW show next week. So if anybody's there, say hi and scissor me.
Yeah, get your chance to scissor Darcy. I
Yay.
am Mistress Harley. I am a dominatrix extraordinaire. I exist in your darkest dreams, and you can also find me on Amazon, Pandora, Spotify, everywhere. You can find me fucking everywhere. Just Google me. We are the Awesome Podcast, and we're not like other wrestling podcasts.
In case you haven't figured that out yet.
yet.
Namaste, W, y'all.
Namaste, AEW.
You did it.
I did it.
That's
Yay.
really. I'm impressed. Namaste, W, motherfuckers. All right, cool. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find the record button right now.
You are such a raggedy bitch.
I know. We got, man. Hold on. This is.
Johnny still doesn't know how to work the podcast.
I
Hey.
mean,
Hey.
do any of us really?
Podcast number 60. We will finally figure out how the buttons work.
I can't believe that. How amazing. Like, look at us go.
I can't